Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Dan Anderson in Oxford for this week's Global Associate Meeting. Now, I'm doing this call actually from my house. I just came back from Hong Kong late last night, and I've been in the office this morning, but had to dash home to look after my son who's got a terrible flu. So it is what it is, but I'm doing this then from my kitchen table, which is quite a nice little change. See that we have people from all over the world on the call as normal, and very, very good numbers. So testimony to the momentum that we're seeing in the business at the moment. We are in a very good place actually, because I just realized the other day, as I was in Hong Kong, that and I'll tell you more about that later on in the call, but we've set up offices in Hong Kong, of course, and in all the other markets. We've got new offices in Côte d'Ivoire, and 2017, it's not a great big secret, it was a great year as always, but it was kind of not an exponentially growth year. It was kind of a year when we sort of fought to hold our own, and quite a tough year. And even in a tough year, I'm very pleased as CEO of this organization to be continually still reinvesting in the business. And as we go forward into 2018, of course, what we will then have is a business with great momentum, and you imagine what sort of investments we'll be making into the business then, because we're not running this business as a short-term thing. There's a flash in the pan. We're building this for the future, so that means that we're always reinvesting, and we're always putting money back into the business, and we're always trying to build greater and greater structure. We're seeing new people join the corporate team. Lots of new appointments and some promotions within the team as well. So we kind of very much have a developing business getting ready for the next surge of growth. So it's kind of we're just in a very, very good place at the moment. So we're going to talk about Leo Gold, the Leader Summit, the Digital Market Service, Leo SmartFall, Leo Crowd events, and give you some general updates on this call. So without further ado, the gold is now getting to the stage where it's actually ready, and the people who have purchased a gold package, they'll be receiving their package this week, we think. They've certainly gone out, and we've been working with DHL to get these delivered to the market, meaning that you'll get your products and you'll be getting your gold, and you'll be having your whole marketing suite of things that you can share with people. And once people sort of see the quality of this and see the sort of the high level of stuff that we have here, we know that that's going to be a great thing in the market. Now, the thing that's coming soon is also the collector's edition available from March, so that we can actually start to give people something that has an emotive content as well, which is this Leo coin, which is kind of just such a great reverb within our business, and the timeline is solid, and we're delivering towards it. So that means that we're now shipping the golden marketing packs, and that has started in February. The savings package should actually come sooner than March, but I'll keep that to myself rather than make an official announcement of it, because the team is working very, very hard to deliver ahead of the schedule here, and so sort of the whole corporate machine is working very, very well at the moment. And if there are any corporate members of staff on this call, I have to give you credit, because it really is a case that Leo is moving forward and faster and better. Now, the Leo Gold is, as I've explained to leaders over the last few weeks, a fundamental part of a couple of big things that spring out of it, if you like. So we have this idea that we started to share now about crypto gold, having a digital currency with a gold backing to it. It will have links into the Leo coin ecology that we have, and very, very cool stuff that we can do there. So we're also sort of seeing a great uptake on Leo coin as well out in the market, and I'll share some more things about that here later on. But the idea that we can have a savings product where people get gold that we can pay a commission on without anyone in any way selling a product that's artificially expensive, at the same time as building a base of people who hold gold, as that builds into the Leo banking project, it's kind of, the possibilities are really, really strong. When we get to this summit in 2018, in September, the leaders who are part of that will be the ones that are best placed to understand really where we go forward into the end of this year and to 2019. But of course, we're all sort of geared up now for Mauritius, and we're talking about this a lot in the office of what we're doing. We've met some of the trainers and some of the special surprise guests that we're bringing. So all of that is good. Now, the digital market service is the core of the business at the moment, because this is proving to be something that once members get their head around it, is an incredibly easy sell, because on the basis of the interest in Bitcoin that's out there. I was flying back from Hong Kong just yesterday, picked up a Financial Times, and on the inside spread there's a half-page article about Bitcoin and how the banks are relating to it or not relating to it, as the case may be. But what we are having is digital currencies are something that is a sign of our times, that everyone is interested in, from taxi drivers to aunts and uncles. And this digital market service plays right into that, because it's a way for ordinary people who are non-techie, who are not nerds, giving them an opportunity to participate in the most easy, cost-efficient and risk-free way possible. In a marketplace of 2018 where the digital currencies are holding their own or going up, then it's a winner. If the digital prices start to go down, then it's a winner as well, because your awards get adjusted to the marketplace conditions and the prices of the currency. So it really is a no-brainer sell, and we're starting to see people across all of the markets really engage with this, and there's a great momentum in our business because of it. So absolutely fantastic. Now, if you buy now or until the end of January, your service will start on the 1st of March, giving you a payout on the 31st of March. If you purchase on the 1st of February, the payout is more than likely going to happen on the 30th of April. Or the end of April. So there's a little bit of a deadline-driven thing here now. If you want your people and your customers to benefit from this product, then get it into their hands during the month of January rather than February. The people who are the first tranche of people who purchase this will get their rewards before the end of this, before the end is finished of this month, if you like. And what is very, very cool is that the original modeling that we did gave us a positioning that we can talk about between £100 and £300 a month for the 12-month service. So that's in itself absolutely extraordinary. But what we're now seeing is that the modeling was kind of cautious, and it's looking like we'll actually punch through on the first month reward above 300. Now, this is not something that I can guarantee will always happen, but in terms of the first month reward, more than likely it'll be slightly closer to 400 than 300. So again, just a very, very cool place to be, because as people get those rewards into their hands, they start to see how real this is and what a no-brainer it really is. We've also kind of just did a stealth launch on Leo SmartFall, where we did the upgrade, put out new and added new languages, Urdu, Turkish, German and Finnish onto the SmartFall application. We've improved the interface, we've improved the look and feel of it, and the GUI, if you like, and we can see the career journey, how that works, and is illustrated in a more clear way. We're doing bonus updates via a notification feature on it, so you can get this on the App Store, on Google Play or on Baidu, and it just shows our commitment now to follow through on projects. Smart 4 is just launched now. Smart 5 will follow shortly. I just need to get the latest update on the project and where it stands. But our ambition for this is to get you an application that you can run your entire Leo business on, in terms of your products, in terms of e-learning, in terms of recruiting new people, in terms of managing your back office. We want all of this to be on a phone device rather than require people to have a laptop, because we want our business in Leo to go large in 2018. We've also got a new option in the checkout that you can pay with bank transfer. This has gone live. Details of Leo banking is shown. Receipts and reference numbers were provided. Once the funds are with us, we will then issue the activation code for you to activate your product, and then you use this code to complete your purchase. This is available for all markets of the world except for Pakistan for reasons of local taxation We have a different way of doing business there that the leaders will be sharing and training into the program now. So again, just a small enhancement of the back office, but very, very cool. Now, Leo Coin is moving forward and doing very, very well. We're seeing a great uptake and engagement from especially our Leo Canada members and our Chinese-speaking communities in mainland China are very enthusiastic about this as well. This project here is something that I mentioned over the last couple of weeks. They called the Leo Coin Milk Chocolate. Now, this is a project that is done by two people in our business, Popo and Sam from Canada, and I know these people from a long time now. Very enthusiastic, very, very committed people. So you have 23 days left to pledge. If you have delivery for the Chinese New Year, pledge now. So that you can get these chocolates and gifts, because what you have is information about Leo Coin on the packaging, on the box of this. And so it's kind of a lovely little stealth present to give to people where you can sort of start a conversation about Leo and Leo Coin. So I like the idea of that. Very, very cool, very creative. We've opened a new office in Hong Kong. That's where I went this weekend. I literally had 1 night's sleep. Had 1 night's sleep in Hong Kong. So basically I flew there on a day trip. And bear with me, just sorry, I just asked my family to be quiet there because they just come back from school. So flew over to Canada on a very, very quick day trip, would you believe? So I spent 12 hours on a plane, 24 hours in Hong Kong, 12 hours back on a plane to get home only late last night. And the reason for this is that we were opening and holding an opening ceremony in our new office. And this is quite special for me because Hong Kong is a landmark city in so many ways. And the first time I went there, many years ago now, you feel like you're sort of arriving in a film set, because you've got the skyscraper landscape and you've got this water and the harbour in the centre of town. And there's one side where we've always had our office, which is in Kowloon, and more specifically in Mong Kok. But the main business centre is on Hong Kong Island, and it's called the central area, and that's where the massive skyscrapers are. And we have a new office in one of the iconic buildings over there, the 5th tallest building in Hong Kong, called the Centre. This was fairly noteworthy in the end of last year, where this was the biggest single property deal ever done. Not just in Hong Kong, but in the world. For a single property, it changed hands for an extraordinary amount of billions of dollars. And we were incredibly lucky to get a space in this building, because we just managed to close the negotiations just before this property deal went through. And if we'd waited, we probably wouldn't have been able to get in there, to be honest. But so we're now in the banking district, in the business district, the heart of Hong Kong, with some very, very good neighbours, really top tier, and very, very proud to be there. And just cool, because if you look at Hong Kong and the landscape of Hong Kong, our building is right in the heart of it. If you look at your screens here now, you can see this thing at the center of the screen. And it's an 8-sided building built to be lucky in a Chinese culture. We're sort of really high up. We have views over the harbour. And every time I see the Hong Kong landscape now, where I see this building of ours, where we have our office, it'll just forever tell you that Leo is in the heart of things, and Leo is very, very much part of kind of Asia Pacific business landscape. Now we did this opening where we cut ribbons together with Chinese leaders. Andy Hansen was there to support us, Wendy Lee, Mihi Magudia, and some strong Chinese leaders together with staff to go through this ceremony. It involves dancing dragons, and involves painting their eyes. There's music and drums and cymbals and things going on, and this is very much part of a Chinese tradition to invite good luck into a new venture. And so this was supported really strongly by the leaders. They purchased these flowers that I haven't got captured on this particular PowerPoint, but they'll come through in some messages from the company over the next week or so. Part of the thing is to feast and to eat food in the new premises, and so we roasted a pig, and here we are cutting it all up, and it's kind of very much Chinese thing. Now, Wendy Lee is our general manager for the Asia Pacific region, and she's always been very clear that we have to do things in the right way. We have to have the right feng shui. We have to have the right traditions. We have to do things for luck. And so far, we've been incredibly lucky in our Asia Pacific business. So we observed all of the rituals and all of the good fortune traditions, if you like. And that was it was just very cool. So as we go forward with our business there, we are now right in the center of the action, and very pleased. Now, out in the world, in the Canadian office, Christine is doing regular trainings, and there was one just last week where people were sharing in crowdfunding and how this Leo crowd works and what that's all about. Very pleased to have Christine in the UK as a bit of a VIP guest for me, because tomorrow we're going to the Houses of Parliament, and I wanted her to be there because she's such a driver of our community in Toronto and in the rest of the world. Now, Leo Coin merchants and customers had a party at the Leo Canada office on the 10th of January, which is again very cool, because there's now a social platform that has been created by Stone and the other leaders, where merchants can offer up their goods and services for purchasing strictly with Leo Coin. Because they're taking this first important step for the community to make people aware of Leo Coin and get people to accept it as a merchant as a very clever way that they can get hold of Leo Coin before the price rises. So if they sell goods and services that they would sell and take Leo Coin for them, they could be in 1 or 2 years' time very lucky people indeed. But it's just a nice little project to see. So these things are going on all the time. There's 2 restaurants now that have just been added. I know there's more, but in Fujian province, there's a place called the Leo Bar, where you can purchase your meal and you can pay with Leo coin. There's a second one as well. I don't have pictures of it, but a Japanese restaurant in Toronto, very high end, also accepting Leo coin. So again, the community and the holders and the stakeholders are really driving this, and it's exactly what they need to do. If you are a member of the Leo coin community, you need to do everything that you can to drive the value of it. 1, by positive social media marketing. 2, by speaking to friends and associates that you have that have maybe an interest point in this, or getting Leo Coin listed in a place where someone can make available their goods and services for payment in Leo Coin. And I think sometimes I in the past became quite frustrated with the community saying, well, when is the price going to go up? Not doing so much to help, but the Chinese-speaking community is doing everything that they can to help. Now, we're doing everything that we can as well, and tomorrow is the launch of a global digital currency day. This is a day in the calendar that every 16th of January, we will now have the digital currency day, which gives us a reason for going out and sharing and getting driving publicity and PR. And it'll go into the calendar. We're launching this day at the Houses of Parliament in London. We have an organised event there, hosted by John Howell, our Member of Parliament in Oxfordshire, where our business is, where our head office is. And we have, these are events that happen in the House of Parliament. Every now and then, different kind of things are going on, and there's probably 3 or 4 different events going on the same day that we're doing our event. But what is interesting is that normally 3 or 4 or 5 members of Parliament would rock up and say hello and participate. At our event tomorrow, we have 44 members of Parliament who said that they're coming to this. And that is unheard of. That is extraordinary. And that's, again, part of the times that we live in, that digital currencies are interesting. People are aware of them. They want to find out more about it. Now, Leo Coin Foundation is there participating in the discussions. I'll be speaking on behalf of the Leo Coin Foundation. Mihe Magudia will be speaking on behalf of the Digital Currency Foundation that has just been launched, and we're using the event to talk about and launch the idea that mass market adoption is the next stage in digital currencies evolution. This is the time when we believe that through education and recruitment and evangelizing on a mass community basis through Leo and Leo coin, we can get a great uptake into this sort of thing. We don't believe that this is about technology. We believe that this is about community engagement. And part of that is the launch tomorrow of the Leo coin MasterCard. And to supporting that and the announcements that we're making tomorrow, we've got taxis in London fully branded up, and we'll be doing some marketing videos and communications that will utilize that. So tomorrow is a very, very cool day, but we're not forgetting as well that our core baseline is education and training. So tomorrow, so for the members of parliament who are attending, and we've made sure that they did this, if they've done the digital currency training on the Leo back office, if they do that training, we will put their names into a hat, and the winning member of parliament who is drawn in the lucky draw, he'll get a choice of a school or an educational body, and Leo will, from the Leo Coin Foundation, will donate £10,000 to that school of his choice. So again, driving education, driving digital currencies, and using our expertise to educate people. When I finish with the digital currency day tomorrow in the Houses of Parliament, on the next day I'm flying out to Cameroon together with Andy Hansen. We're doing a training seminar over there for anywhere between 500 and 1,000 people. This is part of the kind of the Francophone business expansion. So our French leaders have been promoting and building in Cameroon now, and this is turning into almost a state visit where I'm meeting the Prime Minister of Cameroon, and there's lots of media and PR and journalists that want to speak to me as well. So this is us kind of driving and educating the space for that. And is going on to Finland on the 10th of February. These tickets are available now on the back office apparently, and this will be a lovely training for our new Finnish community. So pleased about that. We are basically concluding the call by saying that business as normal, carry on. The Leo Gold limited edition collector's item is available now. That discount card comes in the packages, but not for much longer. The Leo Leaders Summit is being promoted now, and those that qualify for it will be with us in September. And these are always good things. The digital market service is what people are focusing on now. This is the product that is really gaining traction in the market. We've got lots of things that we're working on, but in the day-to-day, we carry on working on our business as it is. The Leo Smart 4 is a welcome upgrade. Though they're an upgrade, so you can show it to people and participate and use that for marketing the business with. And then you've got the live seminars that are going on out there. So we really are in a fantastic place. The business is now gaining momentum in the beginning of the year. We're sort of on the 15th of January today. So on the 22nd, next Monday, if I am back from Cameroon, I think I will be. If not me, then someone else. There'll be the next meeting where we update you on what's going on. But there's a lot going on. As I've said to you now for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 webinars, 2018 is really Leo's year. We will soon be into the Chinese New Year celebrations when we go from the rooster to the year of the dog. And according to every person I speak to in China, the year of the dog will be a really lucky year for Leo for the different reasons or whatever. Now, I don't believe in that. I think that we get luck because we do the right things and we have the right vision and we have the right integrity. We're building a long-term business here, and the next 5 years will be extraordinary. If you look at how much our business has developed in a year of conflict or a year that was quite tough, 2017, what we'll do in 2018 will be extraordinary. So this is Dan Anderson in Oxford saying thank you very much for coming on the call. I look forward to meeting you out there in the markets and look forward to celebrating your success. So in the meanwhile, speak